enrolling for male-dominated science programs. We believe that Makerere has also won the confidence of many Ugandans, including the disadvantaged ones, who initially thought that higher education was the preserve of the well-to-do. You had one of the ladies called Makerere an ivory tower. Perhaps having come to the ivory tower should be able to take Makerere to the people. And we also have played a role within the National Development Agenda. The initiative is a best practice which can be replicated in a wider context. The FSI experience involves the national agenda as well as women's empowerment policies to the community. We have an example of Gloria Charisiba, who deposits 20,000 shillings, Uganda shillings, monthly in the bank. Is Gloria around? Stand up for recognition. There is also Rebecca Nakabugo, who has so far deposited 100,000 shillings in the bank. Who is Gloria? What are Rebecca? Who is Rebecca? Okay, maybe she's not here. We also want to thank the staff of the Gender Mainstreaming Division, who have decided to contribute 10% of their allowances to this worthy cause. So as we speak, the scheme has been able to support only 8% of the total applicants. A total of 9,719 applicants did not get the opportunity to be supported by the initiative. And we also have to mention the fact that financial support from the corporation ends in June 2010. And the question is, where do we want to go? Investment and sustainability strategy for FSI. In brief, is RIS for FSI. And this strategy will guide the university to establish a scholarship foundation, which will be managed by an independent board of trustees. But we're still greatly indebted to the Canadian Corporation of New York for the tremendous support which has been put to the FSI. And we also are indebted to the government of Norway and the government of Sweden for their support to the Gender Mainstreaming Program and Makerere University. Thank you very much. But when you look at what is on the screen, we really agree about the fact that the people we support, the ladies we support, are able to offer information technology. But of course, we've already had of the lady who is now doing a master's degree in the Faculty of Technology. So thank you very much.
Can we give the acting vice chancellor another round of applause? And can we give a round of applause to Makerere University? And yes, indeed, I believe, like I did mention at the beginning, that we are here to celebrate. You will agree with me that it is worth is to contribute to somebody else's. And this was my opera refrain. Carnegie has contributed to the success of somebody else. And I believe Carnegie is extremely successful. Can we give a round of applause to Carnegie? You tell somebody that I will do this, and the next thing is, can I see? They say Africans believe by touching or seeing. So all this that they have shown in the clips, you may say, could have been animated. We have the two stories. The ladies you see in red at the back, those who are actually in actually beneficiaries of the program, they are not ushers. business. These are people who have gone through the program and they are giving back to this event. So when we are done with this ceremony, you can talk to one of them. Each one of them has an impeccable story. Talking of 2 stories that we have napkins on the tables, I do hope we do. That should you get to that level, please let them flow. Veronica, please come and share with us your story.
Veronica Iganga Lukula, Mrs. From Iganga District. If you want, I was enrolled in Makerere in 2002, but where did I begin from? Born in a family of 7 children, and the 6th and the very first graduate of the family. I was orphaned at the age of 10 by HIV, and we were left behind with a single mother and in a peri-urban setting without employment, and it was a challenging time. But then the school that I had attended before we lost our dad offered to take me on. Perhaps I was chanced. I may not say I was very bright, but I was chanced. I was blessed. I finished my primary as a special case. Some children were being given that offer of special case. You pay just a little fee and you attend a very good school. Then secondary came, still the challenge continued. The primary school could not take me on. But they connected me to another secondary school which was also church founded. I studied from S1 to S6, and at S6 I did not perform very well. That is my senior 6. I didn't pass very well to get government sponsorship. But then Carnegie gave us the benefit of doubt. As I was in my S6 vacation, I happened to find a newspaper at the place where I was working as a college reception or office. A bit challenging. I was like, but I looked nothing but applying. So I gave in my application, and finally there came the interviews, the shortlist. Being shortlisted out of 1,800 students or applicants is another blessing, at least. Being short, but it was another challenge of facing a very big panel that I had never seen in my life. I cried because of joy. It was too much. It was a dream come true. To me, it was a dream. I couldn't believe it. Finally, I'm in Makerere. Of all universities, Makerere, me. When I told my mom over the weekend, she just cried. She said, "So you are going to be in Makerere? They are paying everything." I mean, we were losing touch with reality. Is it really true? How does it feel to have a girl in Makerere? It wasn't that easy for her to accept. But today she's the proudest parent. Finishing university, I graduated with a bachelor's in community psychology, and I got a first class. I owe all my success to Carnegie, FSI, because they gave me the benefit of doubt. They believe these girls out there are not, and we are not dull. It is only the schools that we attend and the challenges we face that cause us perhaps to perform to that level, and we don't get government sponsorship. But then when the chance came and I used it well, it happened to I don't know how to say it. That one. And when I graduated, thank God, currently I'm working with ADRA Uganda. That is the Adventist Movement and Relief Organization. And I'm an HIV coordinator. I I work with the field. Currently, I'm also paying tuition for my youngest sister. She's going to be the second grade. I'm also supporting my mom because, as I told you initially, she will stay with her, but she was positive, and yes, I'm supporting her. She has a small poultry project that we are piloting. So all the successes that my family has, it is Carnegie, it is FSI. I have nothing to say. Thank you so much, FSI. Thank you, whoever is out there and has that heart. And my plea is, please, can we let another girl, another family, at least get the chance my family got, because the effect can now be seen. Can another girl also have the same story to tell years later? Thank you so much.
It's real.
Veronica is actually,
You see at the bottom, she's on a motorbike. She's empowered to that level. As you walk out, please look out at that banner. That is what FSI does. But I don't know whether you will be when it comes to funding. Some of the funding initiatives we have in this country do not touch the core. FSI has demonstrated that those who need most can also be supported. Can we give another round of applause to FSI? Another interesting true story. And as you've noticed, the impact is beyond the person that is benefiting from the scheme. It even goes to the family.
Is my name. I come from Lira. Lira is in the northern part of Uganda, and it's one of the districts that have been affected by the war, that is the LRA rebels. Now, I'm the firstborn in a family. I'm the first of 6 children. I lost my father when I was in primary 6 to the war. He was killed right before us. It was so traumatizing. We had to relocate from the village, which had been our home for so long. And basically what we did for a living was digging. So we came to town. We were living in an IDP camp. Then I started P7 in a school that was set out in that camp. I performed so well that a good Samaritan picked me up, saw me through O-level. I passed well, and I went to A-level. When I went to A-level, I tried sciences, but because the school was so remote, I told my mother, I can't handle this. Not that I don't have the brain, but I don't want to do something that I see myself competing with the whole of Uganda, and I know I can make it, then I don't make it. So I decided to change to arts, which I did so well. I got 22 points, but that would not take me on government. As usual, I went back home, which home was still the camp. So the best thing that we did, my mother would go back to the village, burn some charcoal, and I would stay with my grandmother in the camp with the other 5 children and other cousins. And life would continue. We would sell the charcoal. When she struggles to sell it, we sell it, save some money. That was it. I had no hope that I would come this far. It never came to me at all. I remember crying so much. I said, God, why does it have to happen to me? I have passed well, and it's me who is unfortunate that again I can't make it. We would pray over it, and my mother would say, no, don't I have faith that God who brought you this far will not leave you. I believe that. So we had a small radio that we always listen to the announcements, news, updates about the rebels, if you are safe in that camp. If something is terrible, like about to happen, so that you relocate. So I listened, and this advert ran on. It was about the FSI. I was wondering, how am I going to make it? I have no relative in Kampala. I don't know where Makerere is. Where do I begin from? And my mother kept on encouraging me. I'm going to do all I can, but you have to fill that form. Fill it. God who brought it to your knowledge will surely see you through. So she went to her church. There was a lady who had a daughter who was at Makerere University. Now she pleaded with the lady, please, can you help me talk to your daughter? Let her guide Susan to that place. Maybe pick for her the phone and help her around. So the lady's like, you see, my daughter is busy, but let me talk to her. She talks to her. And thank God, she was able to pick for me that phone. She sent it through a bus up to Lira. I got it. And bringing it back, I had to come. I stayed at the park. I was depending on this girl. But thank God she had that heart, that kind heart. She actually picked me up. She accommodated me. She took me around. She showed me where to drop the phone. And after dropping it, I went back home. Now we resorted to prayers. Because I saw people were so many. God, let it happen. So officials from FSI went looking for me. They went up to the camp. I was actually fetching water. They sat and waited. When I came, they saw me. And it was like they would not doubt anything. So I came here for the interview. It wasn't also easy, as my friend said. We were shy. I was so shy. You know, when I look at someone, I can't even stand. I prayed before I went. I remember that day I fasted. I went and I did an interview and I passed, and I was so blessed that I was given that opportunity. So I did Bachelor's of Law, and I have just finished. But one thing I have to say is that FSI really has touched our lives. When we are at campus, they usually organize so many workshops as you saw. And it taught us a lot. I learned how to give them. I was able to really sacrifice it and try to see our last born in school.